Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And yes, there you go. Just in time for the holiday season. Q101's Twisted Christmas. All-American Rejects performing at Q101's Twisted Christmas. There are tickets available at Q101.com. And last week, the pre-sale was going on. We talked about how the pre-sale sold out for nights 1 and 3, but then more tickets were released on Friday in the general on sale at 10 a.m. So there's still tickets available if you want to go to any of the shows. All 4, there's a chance to still get tickets. You should go there right now and do it. That night, by the way, is the All-American Rejects, the Maine, Andrew McMahon, and Dexter and the Moonrocks. It's like a mini festival right inside of Q101's Twisted Christmas. Got Cage the Elephant on night 1. Night 3 is the Smashing Pumpkins, AWOL Nation, and Bad Flower. And then night 4 nights, is Bush and Bishop Briggs on the party night. That will be Friday with Q101 at the Aragon Ballroom. Again, all the information's there. Get a ticket before they're gone. Cannot stress enough how fast the pre-sale tickets moved and what's left. You have to grab them to get to the event and party with us for 4 days. Pick one night, pick whatever.
It's going to be so fun. Can I honestly say I'm so excited to see Bishop Briggs. I know, obviously Bush, but, it's obvious. Bishop Briggs, I mean, girl can sing. I want to see that live so bad.
Yeah, well, obviously, Gavin talking about his passion of working with her on some kind of judging reality show. He didn't really get to it and tell us what it was.
I didn't know. I honestly am not sure what reality show he was talking about. I did not see that.
He didn't know.
But her voice is just, he didn't know. Her voice is so booming, and I just think that's going to sound amazing there. I think it's going to rock the venue. We're going to be, like, shaking. Yeah,
all nights. Get to whatever you can to enjoy the party with us, and tickets are available, Q101.com. Now, about 6 months ago, we talked about up in Wilmette how a McDonald's got thwarted by the locals, saying they didn't want it because the drive-thru the area it was in would cause traffic. They were even talking about cars just idling and causing pollution in their neighborhood. But now that area that has a rec center, a school, all kinds of stuff where kids, who like McDonald's, they can't get it. There's no McDonald's up in that region of Wilmette. Still sitting blank today. Could have been a tax base helping out the area, could have provided jobs for kids, their first job, and let's face it, adults too at McDonald's. It's all gone. Now, it's happening again somewhere around Chicagoland. Do you live in this area? Are your neighbors fighting against it? Well, this would be a Raising Cane's in Roscoe Village. It has been completely scrapped after neighbors rejected the drive-thru at Belmont and Western.
What?
So it drew a bunch of pushback from the neighbors and the alderman. Now, let's first examine Raising Cane's.
Okay.
Let's first, if you everybody's been there, I guess all 3 of us have had Raising Cane's chicken.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Case?
Yeah, frequent visitor.
Oh, you are? Okay.
No, you can catch me posted up alone at the one in Wrigleyville quite often.
You and Post Malone, huh?
Yeah, exactly. One and the same.
So it's right there north of Wrigley Field, that location. I've actually never had Raising Cane's except when they brought it to the radio station.
Oh, really?
And it was delicious. But I want that fresh first feeling at the restaurant, and I've never gone in it. I walked by that one at least 100 times all summer.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know why I haven't gone in.
I like it. My only beef with it is, can we just have, some more options?
No. The charm of Cane's is that there's 4 things on the menu.
No, to say there's 4 things on the menu is a crime. There's one thing on the menu. Chicken tenders.
Yeah,
and then
if you're not in the mood, don't go there.
Yeah, but, that sucks because your kids are always in the mood and there's no other choice. That's what bums me out. It's I just one other...
Well, what do you want?
Something else. Just literally one other choice.
I want to advise you, it's not just Raising Cane's. The full name of the restaurant is Raising Cane's Chicken Tenders.
But do something else with them. Can we have like a Cajun chicken tender even?
No.
Something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, Case, do they have a lot of different sauces? Because I don't remember.
No, they have one sauce, cane sauce.
Yeah, they have cane sauce. I mean, you can get ketchup there.
Yeah.
But they're known for their cane sauce. So I love when there's a ketchup dispenser with a pump, and they have the pump. So I get my fries with the ketchup there, but the chicken and the Texas toast, those belong to the cane sauce.
It's I'm not saying that it should go away, but is
Jeez.
Popeyes better? Yes. Sorry. There's so many choices at Popeyes. It's a significantly better menu. It's significantly better side dishes. You can get it
However,
spicy.
You ever watch Bar Rescue? the TV show Bar Rescue, where John Tapper goes like, "Shut it down! Everything's dirty. Shut it down."
Kenzie, you've never seen Bar
Rescue?
I know what it is, but I don't watch it.
Oh my God! You want to come over tonight and watch Bar Rescue?
I need house rescue. I need someone to help me with my children.
So what John Tapper says on Bar Rescue is find something you do excellent, and that's all you do. Reduce your menu to the elite items you do best. And I'm not saying this about Raising Cane's, but it sounds like Case is that they do the best of chicken
But he
tenders.
still said items. He didn't say pick one thing. This bar can serve one thing.
I will say it's pretty funny when you go to their menu and it says like tailgates. What are your options? 25 finger, 50 finger, 75 finger, 100 finger. But I'm fine. If you do it excellent, just do that. And obviously the company's doing well. So Raising Cane's wanted to build
I like
one.
their sauce.
That's good.
A lot. I do.
So they want to build one right at Belmont and Western. Now, if you don't know that part of the city, that is a congested intersection. And making it worse, as I look at the map, they want to build it right at the corner. There's a 7,600 square foot landscaping, and they want to put the drive-through a little bit back on the Belmont side. But they're saying, the neighbors and the alderman, that it will cause a massive backup there to an already busy intersection. Since I go by that occasionally, that intersection, I would say I agree with their assessment. However, are they desperate for chicken tenders in that neighborhood? I don't know. I haven't done the analytics on how many chicken restaurants.
Desperate?
Are they?
I would imagine they can manage if it's not there.
I don't think so.
I don't
think
know.
there's a certain per capita square mileage that needs to be figured out, a math equation.
I get it.
To how close the most elite chicken tenders are to you at your house.
You know what drive-through does cause problems, but I'm happy it's there, is the Portillo's right over here near the Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Yeah.
That backs up, because I used to live like near there. That was definitely the closest Portillo's to me, and I participated in the problem. But that whole lane, the entire lane, is just the drive-through wait.
Yes, but they do a really good job of moving through fast.
They move through fast. I'm just saying, I understand where these people are coming from. It's a lot and it's aggressive. However, I would have never chosen to not have my Portillo's there. I'm going to take the good with the bad in this scenario. And
that's what I'm saying here for these people that might be chicken tender. It might be a, what do you call it, a food desert?
Yeah.
It might be a chicken tender desert. Like, I'm not sure.
Get a tender, baby.
I don't know that area as well to know if it's that. If someone lives in that area, they can tell me, is it a chicken tender desert? And they need it there, and that you just got to take what you can get, whatever's open, because there's a lot of residential over there. You're not far from Lane Tech in that area, so imagine that. That's a big-ass school. All those kids getting out of school and walking up to the Raising Cane's. Come on. That's a profitable endeavor there.
Oh, yeah, they'll make great money. I think people just don't want the traffic who don't intend to go.
Yeah.
But here's why you guys are wrong in that sense. Think about all the traffic. Think about all the congestion. While you're sitting in your car with that traffic, wouldn't it be better if you had Raising Cane's with you?
I certainly think it would be better. Your car's always better if you have a chicken tender in it.
Exactly. And now I can't stop thinking, Brian, you bring up such a great point. Everybody probably knows, like, you have to know the closest chicken tenders to your house. I wouldn't move to a place if I couldn't get chicken tenders in under 5 minutes. And luckily where I live, I can.
And like Kenzie said, I know where the closest Popeyes is to me.
Yeah.
I know where it is.
Oh, yeah. What side do you get?
Boy, I caused a problem in Popeyes a couple weeks ago with Case because
Kenzie, you open up a can of worms you don't even know about.
because
I love talking about the side dishes at Popeyes. This is one of my favorite activities.
well, I was debating over the beans and the coleslaw, and the guy behind the counter just wanted me to order.
Yes.
And he was a nice man. He wasn't ready for me. I was on one that day.
Do you have the Popeyes app?
I don't.
Oh, my God. You have to download it. Because every day they have, like, insane deals. Like, come in and get a bucket of chicken if you buy an iced tea. It is unbelievable what happens on this app.
You should spend an afternoon, listeners, right now, just downloading all the apps of places, like anywhere you go, because they give you great deals.
Out of this world.
Yeah.
I get my garlic parm wings from Popeyes. Best deal every time. It's always like 3 free sides or a tender basket free. It's unbelievable.
Okay, speaking of Popeyes, 773 checked in and said there's a Popeyes at Addison and Western, which is one big block north. So that is not where they want to build it at Belmont and Western. It's definitely not a chicken tender desert, is what he said.
They're doing this like emergency like places. Like there's an ER, but it's so far. What if something happens closer?
Fireman Frank checked in as well and said, yes, the Popeyes is right down the street.
Yeah, but I want options. You know, it's like when you go to the grocery store, everything is General Mills. It's the illusion of choice. Give me an actual choice. There's a different I'm looking for a different experience at Popeyes than I am Raising Cane's, and I'm devastated that the aldermen and the residents in this area shut this down. Because there are days where it's a Cane's day and there are days where it's a Popeyes day. Despite the fact that they're both chicken, it's two totally different experiences.
Calm down. Calm down, Case. Get a little
Andy texted in. Andy texted in and said they put a Chick-fil-A at Addison and Elston. They can figure it out. Let's get the brightest minds in Chicago on this.
Should I call NASA for this? We talked a few months ago about
absolutely.
trying to stack up all the chicken wings in the studio, and I called NASA and left a voicemail.
Yeah.
Do we need to get NASA on this Raising Cane situation?
Listen,
Well,
we can find a lane for them.
We do
can
have
do it.
a few more people checking in. Jerry and Lindenhurst checked in and says, Gurnee has a Popeyes, a Cane's, a Chick-fil-A, all on the same intersection.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
We call that a murderer's row.
Yeah.
Kenzie, you want options? You got it.
I love an option, baby.
Also, Hillary checked in as a former Lane Tech High School student. I mentioned the high school is right one block away. I know for a fact that the Belmont-Clybourne Western intersection is close enough to walk to for lunch. So I'm 1,000% in favor of another chicken restaurant in the area in this chicken tender desert that we've labeled Belmont and Western.
You know what makes me like? I don't even think they need a drive-through. It should just be called a drive-by. Just throw tenders and people so they can't order anything else. Tender. Nobody should have to stop in their drive-through. There's no confusion over what you've ordered.
So I believe this is dead because as far as their alderman had pointed out that because of the people of the community of the 47th Ward, Mr. Martin said, we're proud to have stood with our community to push for better forward-thinking development in the 47th Ward as opposed to a Raising Cane's, which, by the way, that would be the fourth location. The fourth one opened on Lincoln Avenue to DePaul. So this will be the fifth location if they could do
because
it.
they've got Wrigleyville, they've got their flagship location downtown, which is, it looks like the Mall of America. It's so massive.
It's huge.
And then they've got this one in DePaul now, because for a long time, Canes were only in the South. They've made this northern expansion over the last few years that has done great wonders for the American economy. And it just feels like this alderman is blowing it.
Oh, it's so good.
If he wants something better, what else are you going to put there? That's what I don't understand.
What's confusing is his statement because he said we need forward thinking, and I thought he meant he wanted the Raising Cane.
Yeah.
He threw me off on the last sentence. I'm like, oh, okay. So what is it that you're looking for that's forward thinking? Do you think he wants like a burger place?
Well, to your point,
What does he think?
it's a tough spot. You're right by the intersection. Anything that goes in there is going to cause traffic.
That's right.
I get it. Raising Cane's has rabid, as Case the producer, I'm pointing over to him right now, that will probably go through. Now, Case doesn't have a car, so he'll walk there.
So let's think about this. What business would cause not
No
a
traffic.
backup that would be like what do you want there that's forward thinking?
Yeah.
That's boring, right?
Well, also, like you said, what you want a business that doesn't do well going in.
Like we need something forward thinking. What's gonna not work here?
Julie checked in from Berwyn. I love how people checking in with their corners, their intersections.
Yeah.
She goes, we have a Chick-fil-A, a Cane's, a McDonald's, and a Wendy's all on one block.
God
They should put a Wendy's in there because Wendy's has good beef and chicken.
I'm proud to be an American.
God, this country, some things we do so right. And chicken is one of those things. We should be celebrating this. How dare this alderman shoot down this Cane's?
Well,
Maybe they didn't pay him off it. Oh my
Well, it is
God.
Chicago.
I'm looking for a forward-thinking business.
I'm looking for an envelope forward moving into my hand
I don't- yeah.
of cash. That's what I want.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 and continue this conversation. Before we move on to something very special we have to let you in on, and we need your help. And we rarely ask for your help. We try to hook you guys up with everything, but we'll talk about that in a second. We were talking about the Raising Cane's that has been thwarted at Belmont and Western because of traffic and safety concerns. And a lot of people checking in about that area and the Raising Cane's. It's not happening. First off, Mikey checked in, 630. The KFC Colonel died so Cane's could fly. Thank you for that. And Case, what do you got on the text line?
773 checked in. This is the first text they've ever sent us. We love first-time texters.
Oh.
We love that this is what you're weighing in on.
It's got to be important.
And 773 said, I work right there, and that intersection is awful. Most folks were claiming the safety of the children in the area as to why they didn't want it. That being said, it would have been awesome.
Screw them kids.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, my irritation is obviously like I was born in North Carolina, okay? And what irritates me about like Cane's getting slapped as this is the southern place. No, it's not. It's not. First off, we love Popeyes. Zaxby's is one of the reigning chicken champions, if you're talking about chicken restaurants in the South. And then our all-time guide, you know, in the darkness to the light is Whataburger. So don't put Cane's on us like that.
However, there's no Zaxby's up here or Whataburger.
I know, which is a mistake. I don't know why Cane's is the only one that can expand.
Now, I've had Whataburger. Culver's is better than Whataburger.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
I will punch you in the face.
Bring it, girl.
They
Bring
have
it.
Texas toast burgers.
I understand.
You didn't have everything on the menu. Then you effed up on what you ordered.
I've had everything on the menu.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself.
You know, as we sit here and talk about chicken tender deserts and how dare you with Whataburger and Culver's in a battle royale, we want to get to something really special that we do every year here, and it starts today with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. God bless the gravy. And this is something every year that we look forward to. I do really, really strong because of having been to the Chicago Food Depository and see how they help people and people that thank them for saving Thanksgiving or saving Christmas or really just saving a Thursday. That's what they do. So our donations start now, right now. I started it off. I threw in $105 there to get it going.
105.
Yeah, it's funny, just an odd number. I thought I'd do a little more than just an even number.
Wanted to tip over the scale there?
Yeah.
All right.
So before it went live, I put $105 in there. And as you can see, Kenzie explains this perfectly when you talk about the meals. Last year, we did over 35,000 meals for people of Chicagoland. And before we even continue on that, wherever you hear us, all the way through, there's 300 food banks that the Chicago Food Depository distributes this money and food to. So no matter where you're listening to us, you benefit from this or your neighbors do.
And what's cool about this, Brian, is how many meals is $1 again?
3.
That is wild.
Yes.
Nowhere else in the world does your dollar get more than one meal. Like, your dollar cannot go further than this. Right now, if I went to our vending machine, it would cost over $1 for me to get a Snickers bar. But, like, for real, this is several meals. This is the furthest your dollar can go. And honestly, probably the biggest difference you can make with your money. Giving $10 and providing 30 meals for people, that is insane. It's insane.
And that's what I'm urging right now to get out of the gate strong.
Right.
Is I'm not asking you to put $100 in. If everybody listening, and we have a lot of listeners, we appreciate you guys for listening every morning, and we don't ask you, I hate that we ask you, to open your wallet, but this is the one time a year we do it because we've all seen the direct help it does. You instantly save somebody's life.
Yes.
And I mean that. And so if everybody listening threw in $5 right now, we could maybe have, 100,000 meals ready to go.
Absolutely. So this is the 4th year we've done this. We've raised over 100,000 meals over that combined time. If you want to donate, you can go to Q101.com. You'll see it right there when you go on the homepage. There's a link to donate to God Bless the Gravy. Also, of course, it's on our Facebook and our Instagram with the link right there. I cannot recommend it enough. We've been doing this for so long now that when we're out and about, we run into people that have been helped by this. And in a non-pat myself on the back sort of way, it is incredibly gratifying to check off a good deed for the day or for the season or for the week or whatever it is. It's just really important we do this every year.
Yeah, Chicago Food Depository, the people that work there are so incredible of what they do. A lot of volunteers as well. So if you can donate, and again, you can just also put in myfooddrives.org/gravy because we call it God Bless the Gravy. But the link's easy too on our social and Q101.com. Please just give something today to get it started off with a bang. And then we're also looking for businesses out there because we know that there's some businesses that have done very well. And if you guys want to donate more, look at $500, $1,000, whatever you have. Listen, whatever you can do is appreciated without question.
And we will talk about you on the radio if you're a business and you give money.
How about that?
Last year, Adam from ACDC Closets donated a ton of money, and he's like an independent business. He's amazing. And fun fact, because I learned so much about him last year, we've now hired him, and he's doing a closet in my house today.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. turn around.
He's
Good
awesome.
karma.
He's an awesome guy. Saw him at the Offspring. He won tickets to the Offspring,
right.
as well as being a client and a listener. Also, Twin Anchors, I remember, put us over the edge last year. The great rib restaurant, Twin Anchors in Old Town. The great lady that runs that place gave several $1,000s to
They're
keep
the
it going.
nicest people.
Oh,
They're fantastic.
yeah. And I know there's other businesses too, so I don't really leave anybody out. But let's get going this year. Q101.com. Donate right now, whatever you can. Again, if everybody listening just does $5, we're off to a great start.
Oh, hell yeah.
God Bless the Gravy, our food drive to help people eat and stay fed and comfortable and safe, this holiday season. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Something free for you now coming up in about 10 minutes. Your chance to get to Vegas to see Coldplay. 8:20, that's coming up. We'll give you the keyword for Coldplay in Vegas.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Now is your chance to experience the music of the spheres with a trip to see Coldplay at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Standard message rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q101.
Well, really easy, really wait to enter for this chance to get field seats for Coldplay at Allegiant Stadium. With their light and sound show, it's unbelievable. That place is going to be rocking. So you get a trip to Vegas, baby. Trip for two, round trip air, the 2-night stay, and the field seats for Coldplay. So text the national keyword EVERY to 95819. That's a different text number than usual. 95819. Text EVERY for your chance to win. EVERY to 95819 for your chance to go see Coldplay in Vegas. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, coming up tomorrow at this time, it's 8:20. Kenzie's Crimes every week, Tuesday at 8:20. And October or Spooktober, what are we calling it?
It's Spooktober. So
Yes.
the thing with Kenzie's Crimes is I'm doing the criminal past on the most haunted places in Chicago.
Yes.
A little extra, haunt for the soul. I'm really excited about tomorrow's. This is the first one I'm doing in downtown Chicago. You've definitely been by it, guaranteed, if you live here. And there is
Okay.
more than one crime that's taken place while it's haunted.
Oh.
So over, I don't know, basically a century, there's been multiple crimes. There's multiple hauntings. I didn't even know about some of them. And one even ties back to a murder that I've previously done on Kenzie's Crimes. So I'm very excited about it.
That's tomorrow,
Yes.
8:20 with Brian and Kenzie and Q101. Now, we just told you we launched God Bless the Gravy here just a few minutes ago, where you can donate, Q101.com, all of our social platforms. On Facebook, you can see it. Case did something, added, make it even easier for you to donate. How'd you do that, Case?
That's right. If you're looking for the link to donate to God Bless the Gravy, which is our food drive for the Greater Chicago Food Depository, you can text GRAVY, GRAVY, to our text line 312-591-8300, and that will send you the link to donate. So you don't have to browse online anywhere. You don't have to go on Facebook. You can text GRAVY to 312-591-8300, and that will send you the link to donate to God Bless the Gravy this year.
I'll tell you, we're already at 1,119 meals.
Amazing.
That's
Already.
awesome.
We've got a couple shout-outs I can see on the list here. Taylor, Paul donated. Karen gave $52. Hajar gave $52. John, $21. Brian, $21. All I said is, everybody listening, if you just do 5, 10, whatever you can do. You don't have to do $100 or $200. Now, businesses, if you can do that, go for it.
Please.
Right. Of course.
Go for it. If you want to really pay it forward, help somebody through the Greater Chicago Food Depository. This is the charity where all your money actually goes to help somebody. And I'm not ripping on other charities. Sounds like I was there, but I'm just saying that every dollar goes right to the person through food. There's no it's 10% of it's going to help somebody.
But to your point, Brian, this is as amazing as it is when companies can give a lot or people can because it's just where they are in life. This is where a small amount goes a long way because $1 is 3 meals. So you don't have to have a mass amount of money to make a difference, particularly with this charity.
Yeah. One more thing, too, with the way it's been, obviously, and inflation, and there's a lot of people that your friends that you may not know that are benefiting from the Greater Chicago Food Depository because we're all hurting right now, obviously. So they really do a tremendous job, and it's not just Chicago. It's anywhere you can hear us. They help out the food banks, over 200 or 300 of them in the entire listening area. So donate whenever you can, Q101.com and all of our social on Facebook. You can find the link right there. It's real easy, or text GRAVY. Now, coming up after Coldplay, just gave away a keyword for that. We play a game that's sweeping the city and the suburbs. Guess the sound. For more prizes for you, right after Coldplay, 4 minutes away, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we're playing Name That Sound. So we played some audio for you, and I can give you this much of a hint of the setup. A woman was attempting to do something, and the crowd cheered her on. And then she failed, and they booed her. It happened in Philadelphia, and here's the sound. They turned quick on her when she failed. Kenzie thinks it's some kind of eating competition, and she.
Yeah, I think she was chugging like a milkshake, and then
Yeah.
the time ran out. Loser.
All right, so let's check in with Steve. Checking in from Moselle. Steve, do you know exactly what was going on in that video, Steve?
I think she was climbing a streetlight.
Climbing a streetlight, which has been known to happen in Philadelphia.
Because they grease them sometimes, don't they?
Once they won the
Yeah,
Super Bowl, the Super Bowl when that year when I was living there at the time when I met my wife, that they greased the poles, people wouldn't climb them during the Super Bowl.
You have a little faith, But they can't climb that pole still.
That's not right. Great guess. Great guess. Let's go to Erica in Crystal Lake. Erica, the woman, what do you think she was attempting to do there?
I think she was trying to carry a bunch of those giant beer mugs at an Oktoberfest.
Queen, let's go, Amanda!
That's Amanda.
Let's go. You know what? I've never seen a woman fail at that. All the videos are just of people picking up like 17 mugs.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody drop them. There must be some videos out there of them dropping them.
There must
maybe
be.
this one is.
It's not that, but you know what? You know what you've done for me? You've got me looking at some videos. You got my YouTube wormhole, Erica, for the rest of the afternoon.
I've seen some good ones.
Oh, good. I'm glad they're out there.
We have a text, and it better not be this. I feel like there's no way it's this.
And by the way, you had to call to win this one.
Yeah, you have to call to win. So even if you're right, Kevin, first-time texter, actually, you don't win. Sorry. Said she was going to flash the crowd, but had a tank top under her shirt when she lifted it up.
Oh.
I'd be livid.
That does me wrong, because they cheered for a really long time.
Yeah, she was a tease, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'd
Please
be
tell me that's
so
wrong.
angry.
You know what, Kenzie?
What?
That's
thank
wrong.
God.
That's not it. Whew.
There's the bill. This cannot be happening to America if this is the case.
Okay, Anthony's checking in from the region. Remember, we'll give away these tickets no matter what, but Anthony's Northwest Indiana. Anthony, ahoy. What is going on? What was the woman attempting to do in that audio?
Ahoy. Is this the one where she's struggling to go up the escalator or struggling with the escalator?
What?
You know what, Anthony? You're
No.
right.
What?
Hey!
All right, Anthony. So here's what was
It's
going
not
on.
made for everyone. They're shutting all the malls down, so no one knows how to use them.
That's not the case. That's not what happened here. And congratulations, Anthony. Hang on, because you've got Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats tickets for the United Center coming up in a couple weeks, Friday, November 1st. So, Kenzie,
Appreciate it.
hang on. And this was a woman at the Shane Gillis show at the Wells Fargo Center.
Okay.
Hilarious comedian Shane Gillis. It was after the show. The up escalator was so jammed with people that she ran up the down escalator.
Okay.
And people started cheering her on if she could make it up the down escalator while running. This is something I see you doing.
Okay, for sure.
I think this would be hilarious that you could do this. I think you could do it.
Did she not make it?
She didn't make it. She
How
kept
did
going.
she not make it?
She kept-
She stopped running and it brought her ass back
Yeah.
up.
So they're all booing, which is coming by everybody.
And that's slow. That's a long boo.
And I don't know how they got her name. Her name was Amanda. You hear them yelling in the audio.
Amanda, you can't you can't give up on that. You have to do it till you die. It's not a good look.
But it was a really fast down escalator.
Yeah.
She was really trying to get up
They're
there.
getting the people out of there.
Probably had a few drinks by that point of the show, as after the show. So here
Do
it
we
is.
have an escalator in this building? We don't, do we?
We don't in this one.
You
You want to try it?
today?
Well, here it is, the audio. Now that you know what it was, this was a woman attempting to run up the down escalator. She didn't make it, and then everybody booed. They were cheering her on there.
That's Amanda. Oh, she's losing. Come on.
This is now she's riding by him down.
They're like, hanger. It's like, whoa, is it loud?
Oh, man. We'll have more Nathaniel Rateliff tickets tomorrow around this time.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.